stream is still choking. So.
Okay, do we want to wait until yours is up and then explain what we're trying to do?
Probably a good idea.
Okay.
Though that's
Oh,
mine is
crap,
just
hello.
coming up now. So.
Well, anyway, while we're waiting on that, we are also joined by Heightsmeister, Onyx Rebellion, and Lilakari.
Hello.
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 So basically, the premise of today is we are talking about making some kind of anti-aircraft thing, for Glao. I'm going to leave it there because Ian's got some specifics that he wants to share with us before we get too far into it.
I think because we've still got Raz with us, we should get his design out that he wanted a quick bit of feedback on before.
Actually, yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. If Heightsmeister wants to bring it in so we could take a quick look at it while Ian's getting set up, that'd be perfect.
Well, my stream has started. I'm just
Okay.
trying to find it now.
If you say so, he requested it.
Oh.
Looks like a B2.
It is one of his little corvettes, one of those nasty missile corvettes, basically turned into an aircraft with the same capabilities as the Seaborne version.
Does it change speed depending on if there's like enemies present, or?
Yes, it will speed up to maximum speed once enemies are present.
Okay. It just seemed like 50 some odd meters a second. It's kind of slow for something you'd want to use like this.
It should go at 50% power when it's out of combat.
Okay.
I really like this design.
What's with this hole here in the front? It's like right behind an ion thruster? I don't know if that was intentional or not.
This is intentional.
Okay. I'm guessing for detection purposes, or... for some reason, we lost the camera on the front of it.
That might be the automatic disconnect rule. Kicking in.
No. It should have more than enough blocks.
No, remember when they updated how the certain blocks lost their connection points?
Yeah, I remember now. Okay. Rizal, what can you tell us about this thing?
Well, it's meant to be very, I had the Murray, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that craft.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to see if I could make a flying version of that craft for Heightsmeister to use in the Great Tunnel campaign.
Yes, I think I've seen it in there. Of course, I can't understand a damn thing he's saying because my German's a little lackluster, but yeah, I've seen quite a few of his videos, so...
Yeah, so I took that concept, made it smaller, half the price, 2/3 of the armament, none of the defenses except for the stealth, and made it flying. So instead of being about 35 meters per second as the Murray is, this one is around 100 meters. It got a decent amount of small missiles, but two rather nasty large, medium torpedoes, which are actually remote guided using sonar buoys on the tops.
That's clever.
Yeah. No, there's one thing I need to say about it.
And it stays about 3 kilometers away from the target, simply orbiting. Sorry, 2.5 kilometers away from the target, simply orbiting the combat area.
So primarily a support craft.
Yep. It's a nasty disable and cripple thing, but with a torpedo it has enough firepower to actually hurt.
Okay. Very nice. That kind of reminds me of the spooky gunship that me and Ian kind of co-authored.
Oh yeah.
It also has a very tiny signature radius, so if you play with the automatic detection off, well, set to 0, then this is almost impossible to even detect.
Okay. Not bad. Ian, how are you with your stream, bud?
Sound balance seems to be okay. I've not got myself muted this time. Background music's going. I was
good.
That happened.
Yes.
That definitely helps.
This time I remembered to actually tell it to record my microphone. So, you know.
Should we see
Don't
this
seem to have much
crafted
chat
combat?
box, though.
We could probably
Oh yes, I do.
bring in like a marauder and have this thing try to kill it, if that's okay with everyone.
Sure, yeah.
It
I'll
can
do
Yeah.
kill a cross. It could, in theory, kill a crossbow. It just takes a while.
Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and bring in a box standard marauder.
I'm going to add AI to this fortress so the marauders.
You might not want to add it to the fortress, because then
Yeah.
it'll target it.
We can't toggle invulnerability in multiplayer.
All right.
Wait, did I spawn it in under our own team? Damn it!
Well,
I like the
it's very
Christmas
best
camo
of.
on it.
I'll just bring in another one. I don't know how it got those colors on it, but whatever.
Might just
Yeah.
be because it's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. We'll just spawn in on the Onyx Watch here then instead. Okay, here we go.
And same colours.
That's pretty clever though,
Uh.
using the remote guidance torpedoes to carry a sonar ability. I might have to give that a try, Rizzle.
It works mostly. The problem is that the update interval for the torpedoes is a bit slow.
Mhm.
So
Guys, you know on
yeah.
the Marauder, there is currently a captain dabbing.
Really?
Where?
Yes,
Oh yeah! Look at the top
Unforgivable.
of this ship.
just in front of the
There's
Christmas
like a
tree.
Christmas tree up there. Okay, that makes sense why it's all colored fucking crazy.
I like that they've added in these,
What the hell?
they've also added stockings on a fire if you look below deck.
Oh,
Was someone
nice.
just screwing around with the minigun there? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Where'd
yeah.
the plane go? Oh, for some reason it seems to went into the
Oh,
water here.
over there.
Don't know how that happened.
Well, it does have water start in the balloon, so it's got itself out of water.
Actually, I had to pick it up out of the water.
Oh, never mind.
it should be able to pick itself up again, but yeah, there's something wonky with that.
I like the jet engines. They were like still up out of the water, and they were just pushing it back in.
Yeah, they'll
Shouldn't
probably
it still be
fire
attacking
before-
Or is it just trying to get distance first before it starts its attack run?
It should be attacking all the time.
It's,
If it isn't, then something is wonky.
Very well could be.
it's
It doesn't seem like it's going
circling.
after the... Huh?
It looks like it's circling.
Yeah.
It should be circling the enemy at a large distance.
It is.
Is the Mars AI dead?
That's a good question. It very well could be.
Well, there's no enemy AI, so
Something
yeah,
that's
the Mars
dead,
AI
but
is
some-
dead.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it despawn if it were dead?
Not in multiplayer.
Oh, yeah. It is dead.
Rejoice, we
If you
killed
look at
the
the very
Christmas
bottom
Marauder.
of it, there's a hole conveniently, I think, about right around where the AI is usually stashed. So, yeah.
That's quite effective.
Yeah.
And the only way to get rid of the Mars now is to get it to be 8 below and sinking.
Well, I think I might
So-
be able to pull that off.
Basically, you mean shoot the ever-loving life
Yeah.
out of it.
Well, that works. Actually, I got something I want to share with you guys if I can find the darn thing.
Oh, this does feel like Christmas. Everyone's sharing.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to bring to the table.
I brought the dynamite, you bring the matches.
This is something I've been playing with for a while now.
Oh, I remember seeing in Discord.
Pretty effective. What'd you say?
The dabbing captain has disappeared. I'd say
Yes.
it's very effective.
No,
The
not
tree is
dabbing
still in
cat.
place. Ish.
It's kind of hard to grab these things because it just moves so damn fast, but it's got a nuclear warhead attached to it, of course, and it goes about 200 meters a second.
I put
that's
my
like the
camera
only
in the
time
wrong
I've ever seen
place.
it miss.
Yeah, I just put my camera in the wrong place because all I saw was that thing coming straight at me.
But let me hold on to it so you guys can have a quick look at it. It's actually scary effective.
I see it's a
So-
massive jet engine, plus some fuel.
Yeah, I got the idea from iPerson's. He was using the small custom jet engine for his version.
So
he
you
was
just
able to
decided, let's get a massive one.
Dude, this thing goes at 200 meters a second. Missiles and APS are going to have a hell of a time trying to catch it.
Looks dangerous.
Oh, it is. They are about 12k each, though.
I'm just seeing massive fireballs going up in the near horizon.
Yeah.
So they're relatively
Yeah, pretty
cheap
fun to
and
use, though.
do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm thinking, would it be too hard to modify this thing to where it would, like, launch from some kind of a craft or submarine or something? I don't know.
Oh, nuclear submarine. Just, I can imagine that, but I'm just trying to picture how would you have it unless you have it docked and then launches straight up. I actually think that would be quite easy to do. So if
I
you have
think
it
that might
docked,
be-
then not have the target for a couple of seconds until it's clear of it, and then
I seem to be missing something.
So
I
is this
have no
turning into an
resource
endurance
storage
test
on
for
this
the
damn
Marauder?
thing. What's up?
Is this turning into an endurance test for the Marauder then? Given how long
Quite
it's been
possibly.
hanging around?
Quite possibly.
there's one of the slopes come off this one. No, I was just apparently looking at it. But, I don't know. It's been a long day.
And boom.
Well, I think we found the anti-aircraft weapon that Dan was
Actually-
going to submit.
iPerson's, his version was able to hit the what's it called?
Flying squirrel.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw
I
that
guess
in
you
the
saw that,
Discord
yeah.
as well. Yeah. It was basically like, okay, so yours does that, but I raise you this.
Pretty much, yeah. There's probably a bit of a dick measuring contest there, not gonna lie.
But
So, let's
the
start.
thing that I like is they both have very different because they can be used in different scenarios. For fast-moving small flyers,
Hmm.
use his. For large, basically capital ships, use yours.
Yeah, it could probably be done that way. Did someone grab that nuke? Okay.
I'm just trying to think,
accidentally
what
cut
happened
the
to the
nose off
nose
of
of it? I was about to say.
Yeah, I accidentally cut the nose off of it.
So it doesn't have a nuke on it, technically.
Well, not yet. For some reason, it was missing the storage when I was fucking around with it, and yeah. With that storage, it wasn't able to go make boom boom, so yeah. iPerson's, he seems like he really got a knack for these kind of builds where ship blows up in a kamikaze style.
Yeah.
I've learned a few things from.
Well, kamikaze builds is like an entirely unique skill
still-
set, isn't it?
Yes, I'm still thinking I might want to do tutorials over that at some point. Oh, I am Mark III. Could you please tell us the premise behind our session today?
Are we done poking at the black mini stealth bomber?
I thought we were.
I was waiting on you guys.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, I'm
also,
good.
if you've not noticed, I was also prepping.
Yes, I saw that as well.
Someone seems to have built the last missing raft. Thank you, whoever did that. Okay, so rule time, children. Yes.
Hmm.
Actually, do we still have the thing flying around? We do. You might want to get rid of that nuke and the void. In case we want a nuke just slamming into our work as we go. So,
I'll take it here in a moment. I just want to change some things on it real quick, and I'll get rid of it after that.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Right, so the premise is we are going to have a little comparative
Build-off?
building session. Build-off.
Yeah.
Yes. Also known as the competition that Iron Mark 3 wins. No, shut up. Iron Mark 3 wins. Yes. Or not. Right, more seriously, we are going to, as the titles on my and Dammer stream say, work on Glao designs, but we're going to take a slightly competitive spin on it. So as you can see on the starting raft, we have 5 platforms. Someone's already working on that. And the idea is that we have a basic profile, a vehicle we want to try and design, and what its purpose is meant to be. So that's the primary thing it does. And then we just go and build our merry little hearts out doing whatever it is we want to try and do with it.
Of
Now,
course, staying within the 3K volume.
yes, indeed. 3K volume. Beyond that, like detection, weapons, exactly how big or expensive it is, what it's made of, we do all of that ourselves. We can ask each other to help if we are so inclined. And at the end, we will get together to do a final pass, checking, make sure all of these designs are functional, and in theory, we will have 5 functional Glao-capable units to bring into a Glao campaign later on. And we'll also get to see how we each approach these builds in different ways, and someone else is working on theirs as well. I see.
I had a couple of people pop in and check here. I just want to say hello to. I see Honk, Madden Mod Deuce, Ed something or other. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Scorpion 56. Glad you guys could make it.
Yes, welcome.
Anyway,
welcome.
go ahead, continue,
Glad
Ian.
Dammer's being watched. Right, I've covered the basic rules. So that just leaves what our goal actually is, and that is to make an amphibious style vehicle, as in one that functions on water and on land, not an aircraft. I think that would be outside what we're talking about, at least at this time.
You mean like no hovercraft type?
not like a plane or like a thrustercraft or a hot air balloon or something like that. It's got to be something that works on water / on land. So a hovercraft would be acceptable. Anything that flies 50 meters above the ground would not be acceptable.
Sounds good.
And the other thing is that the intended purpose of this craft is to serve as an anti-aircraft platform. How it does that is up to the individual builders. Like, I think we've got Santa's sleigh taking shape over here, and someone else has built what looks like a ducted fan for lift. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a quick question for you guys. Where are the nukes located in the build menu? I can't seem to find them.
Yeah, I rarely build anything nuclear, so I have no clue.
So damn it is going to go with nukes.
No. I just.
It's in the simple weapons tab.
I found it.
Which is
I keep
a bit
forgetting
odd.
that the model on it freaking changed. But yeah, I'm just gonna save this and then just let it finish off the Marauder here.
So just to clarify, are we doing like, are we allowed, say, simple weapons on it, or do they
If
have
you
to be
are
our own
so
design?
inclined, if you are so inclined, go ahead.
It's basically a blank check.
More or
Yeah,
less.
You could do what I
Okay.
thought
Be
Dan was going to do,
amphibious
make a
and
suicide
be
nuke.
anti-air.
Where's mine at?
Your platform?
Yeah, which one of these is mine?
Just
Does it
start
matter?
building on one. There's 3 people still
Okay.
waiting to build, so claim one.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just.
I
hop
was
on this
just
one
going to wait until everyone, well, until...
Yeah, I'm
If
waiting
you're
as well. So
talking.
damn it, make a change to one, and that one will be yours.
then. Okay.
Okay,
I'm going to
uh,
start with heavy armor.
Right, Onyx, do you want to pick yours?
Yep. I shall claim this one.
Okay, that leaves me the one in this corner here. So we've got like maybe an hour or so-ish each to get our designs laid down, and then we expect to like have them done at that point. So
Well, that's an ideal world, and we don't live in one of those.
Well, that's why we're going to be ending with like we all get time to work together and finish up and get them all working. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Unless anyone has anything they wish to add.
I think I'm good for the moment.
Yeah, this is especially going to be interesting for me because I haven't played in quite a while.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just let someone know. I'm sure they'll be happy to help. I know Ian's already got a much better grasp on the current version than myself, but I'm sure I'll catch up.
I'm just wondering if it would be cheating if I brought in one of my jackhammers.
I was considering
Yes,
doing
it would.
something similar
Oh.
myself.
Okay, so no loading in a pre-built turret.
I guess not.
It's a shame.
Heistmeister has to be a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
No, it is just that it no good. That is the problem.
The problem is that they're good.
Yeah.
Too damn good. I take that as a compliment, Ian.
I do. I keep meaning to release that thing for the general public, but yeah. I guess I'll just have to build my own jackhammer then, because if I build it, it's okay.
If
Oh
you
wait,
don't,
no.
we will
He
try.
found a loophole.
Yeah, the trick is you have to remember how you build a jackhammer.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You could just go over and nick his that he built.
No, because you can't spawn it in. Oh, yeah, you could
But I
nick off
do
my
have to
vehicle,
save to
yeah.
my prefabs.
Yeah, but that's just it, we can't bring in the prefabs.
No, it's saved as like a sub-object.
Yeah, you can't, apparently we're not allowed to bring those in.
Oh. Well, fun. Okay.
Wait, they've added an elevated chair?
Yeah, it changes the position where you sit when you go in that chair.
Yeah, that shit's changed a few times.
Okay, they've added a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's say what you want about them, but they have been adding a whole bunch of the different things.
I mean, I've literally just seen that there's a new 2-meter ammunition box.
Oh
Oh
wow.
yeah, that's been around for some time actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
That shows how long I haven't played the game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Welcome back then.
Indeed.
Hmm. I've been meaning to come back, but obviously life keeps getting in the way.
Understandable. And the holidays tends to do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a very interesting Christmas for me. You know, first Christmas being a father and all.
Oh,
How's that been going, by the way? I hope things have improved on that front.
No, it's actually been going alright. I've been seeing her quite a bit.
Oh, that's good.
My vehicle just needs one. Yeah.
Sweet, I have a time advantage.
That is actually quite an irritating rule. if I'm honest.
What's that?
That one where it despawns automatically if it's below a certain block count.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what that means? Save frequently.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I think we
what
should
the hell am I
also
using?
add
I
a
need to
rule
use
that
wood for
is,
this.
if your vehicle despawns, you can spawn it back in.
If you got it saved.
Yeah, if you don't, then.
That sounds fair to me.
Tough shit.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it could be right at the end, and then it just despawns and we've lost it all.
Well, if it goes above the minimum size, then it won't, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm putting way too much thought into this shit.
Sounds like everyone is busy building.
Yeah, I'm kind of going for a gosh, what the hell do I call it? An amphibious tank, kind of.
Oh, you're going for the same as. Okay. I think there's a few that are going for amphibious tanks. Mine looks absolutely tiny compared.
Hey, as long as it works, that's the defining factor here.
Mine will be harder to hit, so I'm going to take that as a positive.
Yeah, if it's hard to hit and it's cheaper, but it's still an effective one, then guess what? It's probably going to get built in larger numbers.
Didn't they rework, what was it? Flares here recently? I remember seeing something in some patch notes earlier. Can't remember if it was today or not, but...
I remember them making a new part for the missiles.
The huge ones?
No,
no,
a wireless transmitter for missile controllers and their respective components.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I was not aware of that one.
This is something I highly anticipated.
What's that?
This new component. I've been waiting for this one to finally be released.
Which component?
The missile. What's it called? The
Transmitter?
Transmitter, yeah. New transmitter blocks.
Ooh. Sounds
How
quite
do the
interesting.
mechanics work on that? Does anyone know? I mean, I haven't really had a chance to play with it just yet.
Basically, you connect it to a missile controller, and as long as you have a transmitter and receiver on the other side, you basically have a controller that could be sit in the very center of your craft and a missile on a turret.
Very nice.
It functions like the AI system, just
That's what I
everything
was-
that's
translated
gonna be
into missiles.
fun. I'm looking forward to that then. I wish there was more.
I'm definitely going to have to get back into this game.
Oh, that's what you have us for.
Yeah, just drag me back into the game kicking and screaming.
Yeah, you don't get a say in the matter, Onyx.
I find that with From the Depths, if you have even a short break, it can sometimes seem daunting just to get back into.
I could
fair,
definitely see that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you take like a 3-4 month break and then you look at coming back into it, it's just, what am I getting myself into? Especially when everything's been changing. Oh, come on.
Oh, Saiyan Dog just popped in. How's it going? I don't have access to the laptop today, so I might be a little slow trying to seeing your guys' comments. So I gotta alt-tab out every now and then to check on them, so yeah, just giving you all a heads up on that.
I'm fine.
I had a very
I've got no
simple
comments.
fix to that problem.
I've got no comments in mind, so I'm fine with it.
I had a very
Uh,
simple fix for that. I'm just currently using a 44-inch TV as my second monitor. So the funny thing is, I'm literally just, because I'm recording this because I need to put more content on YouTube, I'm essentially just playing the game while watching it through OBS on a giant screen right in front of me rather than my actual primary monitor.
There you go.
Hey, as long as
Crazy,
it
but
works.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is, the actual size on OBS is actually bigger than the monitor I'm using as a primary. So I think it works quite nicely. Right, how am I going to do this?
Oh, I don't have to worry about doing a part that I didn't mean to.
Yeah, at least you got the undo command if you do that.
Yeah. It actually works in multiplayer now.
Mm.
I remember when it first came out, it didn't work.
Wait, they've added an undo command?
Yeah, Control
Yeah,
Z
yeah,
if you
Control
delete
Z.
something.
And if you delete something you didn't want to, or want to do your deletes, redo it.
I'm so happy
Control R.
about.
Yeah, they've only been asking it since like day one. Something like that.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I was building a craft. I accidentally cut off pretty much the entire half side of a 500-meter long ship,
Ooh.
and then spent a further hour just getting it back.
Ooh.
I think we've
Why
all
couldn't
been
they
there.
have added this sooner?
It would have been too good.
I mean, it only took them 3 years to do so. It's quite fast for them.
Only 3 years.
Yeah, only a mere 3 years to react to player feedback. That's really fast for them.
Yeah.
Usually they don't react at
normally
all.
take a year or two.
I mean, isn't their standard response to player feedback to essentially tell the players to shut up?
Pretty much.
Hey, Monk Lizard, hello. He just popped into my chat. He's always building the most interesting designs on the Discord. I saw him making a bunch of submarine stuff, and a lot of them have like a really cool shark theme going on with them.
And I think some of them he actually named with Chinese, I think. Time to close that on so it does delete.
Named Chinese.
Yeah, I remember some of the submarines were named using the Chinese character system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, the hell is he talking about?
Wasn't that Mug Lizard?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monk Lizard's in my chat right now.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Mug Lizard.
the legend.
Yep, the legend.
I still want to play his custom campaign. If he can hear me, I'm still waiting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you can still hear you.
Yeah.
See here.
So, what is everyone going for as far as the build? Are we all doing amphibious tanks or what?
I'm going for a hovercraft.
Okay, that's probably
I'm
a wise
also doing
choice.
hovercraft.
I'm going for an amphibious tank.
I've built my amphibious tank back to front. It's facing the wrong way.
You know, that drives on the seafloor.
Oh no, it's got propellers on the back. See, I've got little tiny propellers on the back, and everyone's is like, what, 3 times the size of mine?
Well, I ended up building one last night that I stuck in our chat, so I'm just kind of going off what I remember from it.
Whose is the one next to me? Because it looks very Warhammer inspired.
Oh, that would be me.
Yeah.
I'm not actively going for the Warhammer aesthetic.
Just looking at it from the back, you can kind of see Warhammer style.
There's a lot of Warhammer fans on the Discord. Myself included. Heitzmeister isn't as big a fan of it as I am, but he still enjoys it.
That is true.
I remember showing off those tank builds that I made for that custom campaign that I wanted to do back in the day. He thought they were pretty cool.
Form up and fly with please.
They've actually been pretty tanky in our campaign so far. doing a hell of a job.
I'm just trying to remember how I rotate the design by 90 degrees, because I need to do it twice. I remember that there used to be a thing where you could get it. Where you could
Yeah,
rotate.
if you save the blueprint and spawn it back in, on the interface for spawning it in, you have a button on the bottom right, I think.
Ah, okay, because I'm sick of this message that's asking me, am I building my vehicle backwards?
Don't blame you.
Right.
Yeah. Probably drive a lot of people batty.
Well, I was so happy because for once I finally remembered to use mirror mode, and now I've built it backwards.
Oh, I've
That's always interesting when it happens.
You know what, I'm going to finish building it backwards and then rotate it back round when spawning it in.
You just go prefab the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I could
I've done that.
How much volume do we have?
3K.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
I am currently using 241 volume. I've got a lot to play around with.
Yeah, but I actually think that smaller craft tend to perform better for their cost than most larger craft do. Many larger
Yeah.
designs go overboard with how much stuff they throw in that they don't really need.
Yeah, I kind of thought it would probably be best if I didn't try and build an absolutely massive craft to start me back off.
Yep, I had the same thought when I built the Void. Didn't touch a game in ages, so let's try something small.
Ha!
I usually just throw shit against the wall and see what sticks.
Minecraft is excellent at going in circles, apparently.
I think those sideways thrusters you're building there are a little bit too close to the center of mass.
No, they're equally balanced. So,
Are we allowed to bring in prefabbed turrets?
you already established that as a no.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
damn it. Alright, I said that a few
Yes.
minutes ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Yes, you did.
You
I
done went
have-
and hamstrung yourself.
Oh no! Whatever shall I do? Anyway.
Yeah, hoisted by your own petard.
That sounds painful.
A little bit.
Wasn't it like getting hanged with your own innards?
Just means that something happened because you enabled it to happen.
Yeah, I meant the original meaning of that saying.
I think it was originally like for the sappers who would set petards to help break into besieged castles. Because they have the habit of blowing themselves up with their own bombs.
Yeah, that happens a lot, especially in FTD, doesn't it?
True.
Oh, who hasn't gotten blown up in FTD?
Yeah.
Wait, when did they
That's
turn
like a
the
rite of
ammunition
passage.
processor to decoration only?
They
That's
That's when
When
they
they
made
released it a
the
little while.
material access.
Did not know
Yeah.
that.
that's a new thing since the hit release version.
Oh, fair enough.
There's actually quite an uproar about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not happy about it.
To be
Really?
honest, I'm not happy about it.
The problem I got with the current system, primarily the logistic part of it. The ammunition part is, yeah, I think it loses something for the game from me, because it makes logistics too easy. But the part I'm really unhappy about is how the logistics work right now. In the old system, I had resources coming in from the resource zones, then being shipped to my shipyards. They're being converted into fuel, which the fuel will then be shipped to my front line, where the fuel was being transferred to my ship, to my warships, while the salvage they had picked up was being transferred back to my shipyard via transport. So there was, so essentially, you had the resource going from the salvage from my warships to the shipyard, and from my mines from the resource zones to the shipyard. And right now, I can't do that. At present, I can only ship stuff towards my fleet or away from my fleet, but I can't essentially take the excess and get it back home, but fill them up to whatever they want. That's not really possible right now, which is annoying for me.
I think probably the person who would probably have the most experience would be Heitzmeister. How are you finding the new system?
This is difficult to explain. I mean, I've gotten around it. It works, but it is the previous system was easier to fine-tune and easier to customize to your needs.
It seemed like they just kind of... I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It just seemed like a real half-ass way to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, to me it feels like they want to simplify, which I'm perfectly fine with, but they only consider the resource flow from resource zones through transports to your fleet, and then assume that you build everything on your fleet, essentially. But they didn't consider a resource flow in the other direction, from your fleet back to a shipyard. And that screwed the entire system up. They essentially disabled the ability to use shipyards. At least easily. So yeah, either they're only playing with salvage off, which I wouldn't be surprised by, in which case this was simply oversight, or they didn't really consider salvage to be a major income source, in which case they're simply wrong.
But we know they always listen to the players.
Yeah, after about 3 years. See undo.
Yeah, they always listen to the players. We know that.
When it's convenient for them.
No, always. Every single time.
Yep, they listen and then they tell them to shut up and ignore them. There's unfortunately a difference between listening to someone and actually doing what they suggest.
Agreed.
Yep.
Just realised I am an idiot. I was like, why is this light not working? I faced it backwards. Actually, why am I putting that there?
Okay.
So, quick question for you guys. This is something that I was having difficulty last time I was working on a amphibious tank. Is there a way to cut power to the wheels while you're in water?
I would
Localized
think
ACVs
ACVs.
would do it.
ABC, bread rocks, anything that can normally control something.
Might have to look into trying that then. because it was just eating up so much engine power, and it was just so it'd make the wheels spin while it was in water. Like, this isn't efficient at all. What the hell? So how many of you guys watched the Neater LP that I did?
I did watch it until I think it's like the last 50 episodes.
I don't blame you, I got a little long.
Yeah, it was starting to get ridiculous.
I know.
I've watched a few, but never really got into it, as that was when I was back in the busiest period of everything.
Yeah. I'm just curious if those of y'all who did see it, if they had like a favorite vehicle from it.
Honestly, I would say that I'd have to watch more because of I think I watched 2-3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to watch more to form a proper opinion.
That's fair enough.
I would say the Shiroyama missile cruiser.
Yeah, that one turned out very good. And if I remember correctly, you were actually instrumental in putting that together.
Yes. I think so.
That's why he likes it.
Quite possibly.
No. This is my very impartial opinion.
Sure it is. Okay. Put that about there.
I've just realised how basically the undo function. I've just done it. I've just used it because I was so lazy that I couldn't bother to remove one block.
It's convenient, and it's also muscle
I
memory.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really muscle memory for me, considering I took 2 years of the game design.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a college course?
High school.
Okay.
Because we had this, we had a partnership with Red Rock Community College, and they have Warren Tech, which basically teaches high school kids, if they want to take certain classes, certain skills.
That's cool.
That being said, I think I'm gonna leave the voice chat for a while.
Okay, well, thanks for dropping in.
Always a pleasure. Feel free to poke me if you want to chat. I'm just not all that proactive about that stuff.
Okay, well, you take care, Raz.
Yep, same to you guys. See ya.
Later.
See ya.
Yeah.
So how's that battleship coming along, Heitzmeister?
Yes, I stopped construction and weapons testing because I was too busy using those new gun turrets I built, slapping the shit out of a Tür.
Okay, then.
Yes, I was a little bit preoccupied with having fun.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I mean, obligatory weapons testing is always a part of every FTD build.
I remember when I was first testing weapon systems, when I'd actually learned how to build just advanced cannons. I spent 3 days in total just testing weapons, just having fun.
How dare you?
Honestly,
have fun
that
in
was a
FTD.
huge part of the... Yeah, that's a huge part of the fun of FTD right there.
I think that's my favourite part of building a ship, is just testing it.
Obligatory Marauder killing sessions are a great part of FTD.
I think they should rename the Marauder to just... Oh wait, hang
Punching
on.
bag?
Yeah, there we go. That was a lot more family friendly than what I was thinking.
Oh, then do share. I'm curious to know now.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking of just changing it to everyone's bitch.
Yeah, that could
Effectively
completely work.
its role, yeah.
Yeah.
It is not wrong.
No, not at all. It's quite close to the truth, actually.
Oh,
A little static there.
A little bit.
sounds like we are losing someone.
Have we lost someone?
Whoa, okay. It's been like crazy. Monk Lizard said just to relax when I see decorate inside a sub. Yeah, he's talking about his sub stuff. 3 sub factions. A Chinese, India, Latin? I'm guessing that's the themes that are going on with them. Hunk says, hey, Monk Lizard, thanks for inspiring me to make my own custom campaign. He says, thanks. Wish you luck on successful progressing.
Moving out.
Honk
Oh.
nearly died in KSB with a lot of science because I was watching this video. Honk says he doesn't really understand the new resource system. Yeah, I can understand that. If you play Command and Conquer games, you might understand it a bit. Yeah, that's fairly close to what it feels like. But I remember they were really wanting to try to push the RTS elements in this game. Stop me if I'm wrong here.
I think
You're not wrong.
I wish that the tutorials were simplified a bit, make it friendlier for new players.
Oh god, yeah. Tutorials. Don't talk about that at all.
Matey's rejoined us.
tutorials.
How's it going, matey?
Better. I'm getting my arse kicked at World of Warships just because, well, my team cannot seem to even shoot the enemy.
You enjoying the Shikishima?
Of course.
Oh, it's always the team's fault.
Over.
Well,
later.
this time it was. Imagine being the only battleship on the flank and your teammates cannot even spot at full health. Well, to the tutorials, because that's more on topic. It's actually an interesting question because FTD has never had good tutorials. I remember buying the game because Landrix had played the game. Well, let's say it didn't end well. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh damn it, by the way, you're building the turret backwards.
I am?
The heavy armor is at the back.
Okay, that's
you know,
easy.
you have that
Thank you for
arrow.
pointing it out.
I'm looking at the stream in the back while my game loads.
Yeah, that could have been bad. Thank you, matey.
No problem. I'm just used to making turrets, so I know what the usual fuck up is.
I did work on some heavy cruiser turrets last night. I'm thinking of quite possibly redoing the Prima Victoria. But I'll probably start from the ground up.
Patch, do you intend to rework her in?
What's that?
What patch do you intend to rework the Prima Victoria in?
Current.
In that case, well, maybe I'll join in. I seriously want a ship I could make. Something relaxing and over the Christmas holidays, that would be actually possible.
Well, remind me at some point and I'll send you the turrets that I started with. Maybe you could tweak them a bit.
What's the size of those?
The footprint itself is like a 17 by a 17, and they do about 20 RPM each.
17 by 17 is way too large for a cruiser, but that's okay.
Not my cruisers.
That's never stopped anyone yet.
Ah, so you have super cruisers.
Well, it's not super cruiser. It's cruiser is a weapon that I cannot even register if it tried to ram me. That's the meaning of cruiser in that sense, I guess.
Hunk is saying, well, this is awkward because one of my favorite games is Red Alert 2. Yeah. Just lost 2 hours work progress because this game crashed. That sucks.
That's
I guess
painful.
Kerbal Space Program doesn't have an autosave feature.
It does, but it usually just saves when you launch your mission.
Yeah,
Okay.
it says when you launch your mission, and this is why you should always quick save after, or first of all, getting to orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
if you don't quick save, you can lose a lot of progress really quick in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I have single stage orbits which need to fly at a specific altitude and speed to get to orbit, so I quick save right on the runway. Because otherwise, well, it's obvious what happens.
They go
Oh, what is this
away into
now?
the sunset and live happily ever after, amen?
More like a violent disassembly in the upper atmosphere.
Oh, unplanned deconstruction. Gotcha.
Well, let's use the official SpaceX term. Rapid unscheduled disassembly. And yes, they actually use that term.
Yeah.
Hey, it fits.
So yeah, I haven't been enjoying the game as much as I have before, mostly because there is Delano Roosevelt in every second match. And
Don't
they
even
see
talk
shiny
to me
Shiki-
about the FDR.
and they see shiny Shikishima and think, oh, food, I haven't killed this thing in a while.
I need to onto my way a bit more.
Will you be playing the Glao campaign with all detection off? Or 0.1 detection on?
I imagine we probably had detection on 0.1.
Okay.
If everyone else is cool with it, I don't want to make a decision for everyone without consulting them first.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I
Okay.
always
Ian?
play with
Yeah,
detection
fine
on,
by me.
so, I'm not quite sure I understand the question.
May I donate a gunship if I can get it working again? Damn it.
Maybe. Tell us about it.
Well, do you remember the tiny little Sky Fury I had?
What about it?
I
Oh,
had
yeah,
been-
yeah, I remember now.
I've been working on an upgraded version with the 400mm howitzer,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm thinking I could resurrect that project.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Could be quite fun.
Well, let's see what you come up with.
The fact that I don't need an inertia fuse anymore means that I can get it with a relatively low velocity gun and just let it drop 400mm high explosive on top of everybody.
No, we are such violent people, aren't we?
Why, of course.
I think
Is
that's
there
just
any
the
other
human
way?
condition.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. How do I want to go about doing this shit?
I'm just thinking, what weapons do I want?
On what?
On a
bag.
well, it's an anti-aircraft amphibious tank.
I think it's some guided missiles and then something to complement it, probably a rapid-fire AP gun. Frag seems to work quite well, as I've learned, especially when trying to build for the steep pile of ship.
How you been liking the competition so far?
Fun. We haven't gotten to the round which will be extremely contested.
Not just yet, no. I imagine it'll liven things up quite a bit, though.
Yeah, definitely will. One thing I'll note, Dama, since I've been trying to make railguns work in the new patch, if you're doing railgun assist, this can work, but if you want something else, you'll definitely need more chargers.
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze as many of them as I can out of this.
And with the Sunshine Arch turret capping Glao, that will get tracked very easily, I imagine.
I'm not even finished with it. Far from it, actually.
Yeah. But I'm noticing the trend and... well... I can already see where it's going.
How do I stop this ship from spinning?
It's in railgun, I think.
There we go.
No, in AP. In APS.
The railgun
probably.
barrels, yeah, it's in APS.
Statics.
Of course, I don't even have a shell put together for this thing yet. Let's see. Locked. Heavy armor. There we go. All right. Let's see here.
Looking at how you place that heavy armor, I would actually do it the other way around, having the thicker part of the slope up. Since, well, there
It's
is
just
an
a
angle
small
of
liner,
incidence.
matey.
Yeah, I get that. But just from some of my tests, if you're gonna come up against hash, or, well, any kind of kinetic projectile that gets through the armor, if you have it placed the other way around due to the angle of the fall, you will actually get a slightly better efficiency. Which is represented in the in-game mechanics as well.
No, I wanted 36mm, you piece of crap. There we go.
Am I
Oh,
going to
with
have
like
to
a
use
30.
a complex controller to get wheels and propellers to work?
No, you just need two AI systems. One dedicated to, one movement vapor dedicated to, tracked, and the other one dedicated to not tracked.
Ah. Right, time to cannibalise half my ship.
Welcome to FTD.
Tank.
Or you can do it with several controllers, but that leaves your wheels spinning in the air. You would set up You can do proper tank controls with it where each of the tanks is going forwards, but you could do it with steering wheels.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What's up? Oh. We got some off-camera stuff going on, huh? Okay. Let's see.
Let's see here. AI detection.
Right, I don't got any ammo just yet.
So, well, should I reiterate my point about how to do the what was it again? Yeah, how to do the land plus sea controls.
Yeah.
I got a few ideas of how I want to go about doing it.
Yeah, my idea is setting the you can easily set the yaw for the wheels and then use the powered wheels as your forward/backwards thrust, which works relatively well. I remember Elatrix using something similar.
Let's see. I'm gonna go control ECB. Well, it looks like I can replace some of these. Now that it's loaded up a little bit. What's so funny?
Yeah, there is one more thing I could contribute to the campaign. I have a small drone fighter, if you'd like. 500 volume and some 15k resources.
If we get a chance to look at it. I don't know when that's going to be, though.
It's post physics rework and probably yeah, it's post engine and it uses a fuel engine, so it should definitely be run easily. No matter what changed in the meantime. The only thing that could possibly be switched out is some of the ammo for standard resource containers, but that's about it. Oh yeah, one note on the turret camp.
I haven't even done it yet.
Not the turret camp, the turret itself. Again, I'm derping out. I'm sorry for that. If you have too much space, I would actually recommend reducing one side and doing vertical chargers. If you need that. You can actually save quite a bit.
Still trying to figure out how I want to make this thing work, though. Yeah, that'd probably work.
There goes that marauder finally.
Oh, who finally killed it?
I weapon tested them, my missiles shot it.
Fair enough. Right. I'm still building on the turret.
Oh, still waiting.
I'll make a nice big area for the AI.
How much time do we have left?
I don't know.
Well, we're
This is Iron Mark III's idea. I'll let him field that question.
this is Dama's idea. I didn't feel that question.
I'm listening.
Okay. Normally we wrap up somewhere around 9 o'clock-ish my time-ish, or start doing that. So we've got maybe half an hour to an hour left.
Okay.
Yep, you. If I'm
Right.
counting that correctly, in BST, 10 o'clock is in 34 minutes or so. I mean,
Yes, I say like maybe like another half hour-ish build, and then we do the final pass on each of the stuff. Does that sound good?
Okay.
There we go. We've got half an hour left to get our designs somewhere that we're happy with them.
Let's see.
Onyx, as to your question about are you enjoying the Shikishima, well, there is Yamato pushing into my 100mm second Reign of Doom, so yes, I am.
That's good, because I mean, how long have you been waiting to get Shikishima?
Practically since she came out. You know, I think I was one of the people who actually got the idea of the Shikishima secondary build popped out, since I looked at the dev blog a while back.
Yeah.
I saw one in battle, and I was basically like, well, you have 100mm secondaries, why not a secondary build?
Doesn't it have like basically a Harugamo on each side?
And half a Mogami.
Yikes.
Oh, I see someone's down in the water.
It's me. I am down in the water.
How are the fish doing today?
They're all dead.
Ah.
Yes. Oil spill, the usual.
Oh. You didn't have anything to do with that,
wasn't- Wasn't me though.
did you? Okay. Glad we got that cleared up.
I'll make that AI up here in the front. Why do that? Why I could just put that there?
I'm kind of curious to see how you intend to deal with aircraft while you're in the water, though. Or is that something I shouldn't have said?
No, it's alright. I have missiles and technology. Yes.
Fair enough.
AI, weapon controller.
So I see you're going
Aim
for an injector engine dam, aren't you?
Hi, Raz. Raz says the stream is running GOTO 71 minutes. You said 1 hour, aka minus 10 minutes. What?
Oh, so we've had an hour.
No. About half an hour build time ish left. I think
Hello?
he's pointing out that I didn't. Did I ever say how long we've actually been doing a stream? I don't think I did.
No, I don't think that came up.
Damn it.
Yes.
If you compare that back cylinder, I would actually do that and instead place in at least one radiator. It may not seem like much, but it actually increases the efficiency enough to warrant that, since... Well, I've been trying to do compact engines for quite a while in this game, and that one radiator will boost your efficiency by 100% or so.
Oh,
But it's not even done yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to put it together.
Something happened on this?
something went wrong.
What happened?
What'd you do?
My amphibious tank is currently mating with the starting platform.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
That's one way to build
Explain
a
the
house.
RAM lag.
Leave them some private space, will you?
There we go. Okay, so the AI seems to really like using the propulsion.
Yeah, well, just a quick glance at the building platform, and I think the original premise of all this is entirely valid, considering we've got 5 very different vehicles.
Yeah, 2 overcrafts and 3 amphibious tanks, apparently.
Yeah, but
I am not done yet.
we never restricted it, saying you had to do this kind of vehicle or that kind of thing. So
Nope.
we just happen to have picked that combination of vehicles, as it turns out.
Wait, where are the shields?
Defense, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yep, soul and defense.
Thank you.
This isn't quite going how I'd want to. I think I'm going to change the shell up.
So I see below me is an amphibious tank / submersible.
Yeah, that's hers, man.
Yes. This is mine.
I mean, the logic is sound. If you can actually fully waterproof the tank, why bother making it float and make it an easier target?
If anything, he just wants
Just-
some downforce to make sure it hooks the bottom.
Yeah.
Exactly. To apply pressure to the tank tracks. To
Just-
have more traction.
Yeah, just pop out a sonar buoy, or well, radar buoy, more likely. Add some supercavitating kinetic rounds, and well, you have yourself a submerged anti-aircraft tank, which is still very viable.
Well, you will have to see once it's finished. I do have sonar and radar buoys, however.
Mine's meant to float. It doesn't float.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It could be viewed either way.
Fair enough.
So,
I mean-
to be honest, I'm not going to complain because I've built something. It's just not built for purpose at the moment.
I mean, if you can't make it float, why not attach some helicopter blades and make it fly?
Because we're not allowed flying things currently. In
hovercraft.
Hovercraft have to
Yeah.
stay within a fixed distance of the ground, though. If it just goes flying up into the air, then it's not a hovercraft, it's a thrustercraft. Or a helicopter or something else. At least that's the definition that we set at the start.
Oh, that's true. Attention. I'm sorry for that. I wasn't here.
That's alright, you didn't know.
What was I gonna do here?
I constantly ask myself the same question.
I occasionally guess, where the hell am I?
Down in the deep blue sea, or it's that Heitzmeister? I think I'm
That's
up at
Heitzmeister.
Heitzmeister.
It's me.
Yeah, Icemeister.
I'm going for a dive.
Yeah, it's Heitzmeister that's swimming with the fishes. So,
Wait, does that mean I have concrete attached to my feet?
well, you did say you were doing something
was
about
wondering if that was gonna
killing the
come
fish
up.
with an oil spill, so, you know.
He sleeps with the fishes.
Okay, I'm quite happy with what I've done. So if it's night time, I now have a spotlight that will light them up for my weapon. It's just a bit bright.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What's terrible?
The rate of fire on this damn thing.
Okay, so my spotlight seems to work quite well. I just need to wait for it to be night time to see how well it works.
Could be a while.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the propellers have far too much power.
Yeah, propellers, they use 6 times the amount of power for 4 times the force now, and that's the default setting. So you might have to tweak that a bit.
Well, on the plus side, my tank can do sweet backflips, but that's all it can do. I've been rammed.
Well, if it works, it works.
I hesitate to say that it works.
It does
damn it.
something
There we go.
vaguely intentional.
Could put hydrofoils on it.
Is it swimming in the water?
It will be.
And you have to be careful. Hydrofoils reverse their force vector once you are reversing the tank. So that means if you have set them to ascend, then once the tank reverses, they will actually push it underwater even further.
I was thinking just use it, keep them at 0 just to keep it somewhat stable as it's going forwards. Because I can't imagine why this thing would want to reverse.
You can just go into the AI and tell it to disable reverse.
It
Oh,
just wants to do a flip. Okay.
I mean,
That-
or
Nope.
you just do not hire Frenchmen to man your tanks.
Yep. Who?
Oh,
So who have I hired if it just wants to keep doing flips?
that was mean.
Right, I think something's gone quite wrong with my tank.
Well, what's it trying to do?
Flips.
Uh,
It's trying to do acrobatics underwater.
doesn't sound
Wait,
quite
what?
the intended-
Gymnastics?
Well, it has artistic aspirations, I suppose. It's not quite what the intended effect, is it?
Not quite, but I think it's quite interesting to look at.
Ha! It works. I'm successfully driving on the seafloor.
Well done, Hessmeister.
That's more than what I got.
It might look a little bit chunky, but hey, it works.
I mean, as a fun fact, the Germans were actually contemplating that for some of their super heavy tanks.
Does that mean
Yeah,
because the
the
bridges
mouse.
weren't able to do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the bridges couldn't take it.
oh, and for Operation Sea Lion. They just wanted to equip tanks with snorkels, and oh look, that's a Panzer Division on British shores.
Who needs bridges anyway?
Oi!
Or an invasion fleet. Especially if the British are angrily staring you down across the channel with 2 Nelson-class battleships.
I mean, you could say what you want about the British, but they held up quite well.
All things considered, yes.
I mean, hey, they did better than France.
Yeah, France kind of. Yeah.
French did their own
The
thing.
poor French.
Yeah, they actually did fight quite hard.
Well, the
The
resistance.
resistance did, yes.
Well, the army did as well.
Well-
The problem is they didn't plan for the war they got.
The thing about the British
That is
Isles,
true.
the Germans were so effective sinking their supply ships. If America wasn't producing a Liberty-class ship every week, 200, I think it was like 2,000 every week, supplies weren't actually made to the British main Isles.
Yeah, we were told to grow our own stuff. England's weather is so
peaceful.
On and off again, shall we say?
So stable.
That's how I
Yes.
describe the English weather. It can't make up
that's
its
why I
mind.
said peaceful. Here in Colorado, wait 5 minutes and the weather change. Don't like the tornado? Well, a snowstorm's coming up next.
I mean, in England, I remember one day it was raining, then it became sunny, and then it became snowing, all within 6 hours.
Ah, that
Jerry
sounds so
does
much
that
like
too.
my home.
I've ever been to Scotland and I loved it. Actually, the weather wasn't perfect, but still.
I mean, the weather probably wasn't perfect, but Scotland's a nice place.
It
I'll
definitely
add it.
is.
Damn, it's a bit Scottish.
I'm a bit Irish.
I'm a bit German.
Wunderbar.
I can't speak much German, sadly. I know, I'm a disappointment.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you?
Right,
No,
will this thing stop doing flips? That is the
You know-
question.
Ion, you have to do it like Greta Thunberg. How dare you?
How dare you? Oh, good night, Bapple. Thank you for tuning in for a while. And
Yeah, thanks for
I hope
coming.
you have a good day or night as well.
Do we need a Hearthstone in Glao?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, you had to mod it in there. I remember you doing some kind of modification for that anyway. Stop me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I thought you said when you did your Glao run, you modified it to where you don't need the Hearthstone.
Oh, I
Remember
still
that?
need the Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what my problem is now. Too much thrust.
Okay, so reduce the amount of thrusters, but just to keep the speed painted red. I think
It
that's the
ha-
solution.
See, the thing is, it only has 2 small propellers and it does flips.
Alright, now how should I shape this armor?
Oh, it's sinking further and further. Oh, it's night time. Yay, I can finally test my... Does everyone think my, oh, come on, it's just gone to death. Damn it.
It heard you.
Well, does everyone think my light's bright enough if you can see your craft getting lit up?
Yeah, I'm seeing mine getting lit up. Yeah.
I'm definitely seeing a little bit through the side of my craft, actually.
Right, now I need to stop it from doing flips.
Good luck with that one.
So what volume's everyone's?
I'm at 2300.
You
I'm
have to be below 2,000.
3,000.
Yeah.
This is not Ashes of the Empire. I'm
That's
currently
wild.
at 1,513, but that's going to change because I need to do some shaping to the armor.
I'm at 1,150.
I'm at 439.
I'm at 2,000.
Honestly, that's not too bad.
So who thinks is going to win the tournament?
You mean your
Well-
steaming pile of ship?
Yeah.
That's
Just
what's
curious
been
if you guys got any
throwing me
money
this
on
whole
anyone.
time. It's like I have no idea, and because we've been doing this whole quote-unquote losers bracket first, I just don't know. I never know who's coming up next. So it honestly beats the hell out of me. So.
Well, some ships haven't truly been tested under fire, I'd say, so it's hard for me to decide who's the biggest threat, which is how I would actually look at it.
Well, the craft that have been guaranteed a shot at the full thing are the ones we've also seen the least of.
Yeah, I wanted to try to get the losers bracket all prepped up before we moved on. I mean, I haven't really done a whole hell of a lot of these. I'm just kind of trying to figure it out as I go.
I think something that might be good to add to your videos is like a representation of what the brackets are, so people can actually try to follow that along.
Yeah.
That might be an idea.
I might end up doing something like that then.
Because the addition of the losers bracket, I think, is just confusing.
That's not what I'm looking for. Where is it?
It's not that I disagree with it, it's just like I'm struggling to follow it. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else do we get to do here?
Listening. Moving out, moving out, moving out.
I see someone else's tank is in the water now, or was.
That would be mine with its rubber skirt. It was, but it still kept flipping, so I'm having to take it back up to try and sort it out. Oh yeah, someone's got a steam engine.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Ah, I appear to have gotten quite close to your craft.
How did I do that? Let me get this turned on. Whose hovercraft is that I see flying around?
Oh, that's mine.
That'd be Ions.
Okay.
Uh, 5 minutes, guys. If you've got any last minute buttoning up, now's the time to do it.
Let's see if in these last 5 minutes I can sort something out that I've been doing for the past half an hour.
Yes, that's the spirit.
If not, I think mine'll at least be remembered for doing all the backflips.
It's a valid part of anti-aircraft doctrine. You must distract your target.
See, mine'll
That's
be
one
the
way to go about it.
distraction. Yours guys can kill it.
Right, I need to add a bit more weight to the front.
Well,
Gamma, where are you?
I just sit on the seafloor and wait until it's over.
Now I'll just be dancing in the water.
Was that
so,
enough? Yes, it was.
well, if you need a little bit of, if you have a problem with just constantly flipping, one of the best. Is it just for thrusters? I think propellers can do it too, but you can set the propellers at a slight angle, I believe, which should fix most of it.
I did not know that. When did that get added?
I've been in the game for quite a while with thrusters.
I don't really use thrusters, that's probably why I don't remember it being a thing.
Sorry, what wisdom were you imparting there, matey?
I think you can actually use propellers with a slight angle offset.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Dema,
Yes.
I think we will have something new for Ashes of the Empire campaign.
Oh, do we now?
Yes, most
Okay.
likely.
So, what you want to do with that, Onyx, is you want it to go through the center of mass.
Finish. Heartstone.
I put it the wrong way. Whoops. That made the flipping worse.
I'm just gonna.
Shit, I forgot to put my P80s in here.
Basically trying not to hit your tank, Dama.
Bing bong, bing bong. This is the sound that says iMark 3 needs to buy an alarm clock. Bing bong.
What?
Basically, with time.
It basically means 5 minutes is up.
Yeah, time's up.
Okay then.
So, Tools down, everyone. Let's see what formations we've got.
Mine needs a little help getting out of the water, but that's about it.
Well, that's why there's docking stations on the main thing, if someone could hit the recall button.
Oh,
One sec, everything is currently inverted for me. Ah! That was weird.
Yeah, I don't even know if mine's gonna work.
Well, that's what this last
Have you
bit
seen mine?
doing things is for.
Mine currently isn't set up for an AI because I wanted to try and stop it from flipping. Well, sorry, properly set up with an AI. The AI keeps making it flip.
Right, so has everyone recalled their crafts? Nope, I
Someone's
see
going to recall mine for me.
It appears that we have lost a tractor beam.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That adds
So-
some controls to mine.
Who was careless enough to
So,
blow
funny
up one of
thing
the
is,
tractor beams?
we can't actually recall yours because the tractor beam's dead.
Yeah. Mine decided to take a little joyride through the beginning platform.
Right.
Oh, it's fine. Mine decided to get glitched inside it.
Okay, I think now the last question is, do we want to actually let anyone watching this make this a competition and see which ones they like best as we go over them? Or is
Can
it
do.
just like...
I don't care.
let's do it.
Okay. Right, anyone watching my stream and Dama's stream, you may weigh in the comments and say which of the designs you like personally the best. This is not an objective competition because each one's kind of different from each other.
And then there's mine.
No, yours is different as well.
Well,
But if we look at this, this is also where we can do like a bit of group tinkering, take a poke at the designs, see if we can make them all fully as functional as we can before
Okay.
we say we're done. So, yeah.
I see, I'm not the only one who also uses steam engines.
No, mine's fitted with a steam engine as well. As you can tell by the fact mine is smoking. Right,
Well,
Mine still has a bunch of shit missing. I haven't even had a chance to set up the AI or the rear missiles.
that's the other thing about this. Most of us aren't really used to building to a deadline, are we?
No.
No.
Okay, so
No.
before we do Tinkering Pass, shall we just take a look at each design in turn and the designer tells us a little bit about it? How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Um,
how do we figure out who goes first?
Might as well go around the circle from on the starting platform. From
Okay.
It's going to be one of the tanks first, I believe. However, there is a very quick question. Boris Airsoft in my chat says the best looking or the best combat ready.
Could be both.
Both, either.
Could have
It's up
two
to
categories.
you. Up to you, yeah. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
None of them. Well, mine's certainly not gonna win that contest.
I don't think mine's going to win the beauty contest either.
Okay, so, right, the first one is this one with the double barrel cannon on top. Dammers, I think it is, actually.
Yes.
Right, do you want to tell us a little bit
I am
about
not
your
happy
creation,
with
sir?
the cannon, but well, it's based off a design that I kind of threw together last night and did pretty well in testing, though that version was not intended to be an anti-aircraft platform. This guy right here, it is capable of traversing land as well as water. I did do a test on it to make sure it floated, and it did, but the AI is not hooked up just yet. I still haven't configured the missiles in the back, and I think the turret needs a lot more tweaking. Or just getting rid of it entirely. I don't know yet.
From looking at it, I feel like you've built one of your more conventional tanks and then you have added sufficient thrust to lift it in the water. Is that pretty much what you've done?
Actually, Yeah. From what I've seen in testing, the way I have the propellers set up in the back, this thing can get up to about 20 meters a second. Which something this oddly shaped, I think, is pretty good. I mean, if you guys wouldn't mind, I could drop it and do a quick test, see how fast it goes.
Go ahead, yeah. We'll get it unlatched for you.
I think it looks a little bit 40k-ish, honestly.
Actually,
Do you want
I
me to
was
light
going
it up?
for like a World War
Yep,
II
lights up.
amphibious tank was kind of what I was looking to do with it.
Right, well, if you built it anything like your standard tanks, Dan, but that means it's going to be tough as hell on the forward arc. Because you are very
It's
good at
hitting about
arming your
25
tanks.
meters a second.
No, that's pretty good. Does it turn very well?
Don't know just yet. Seems like it's turning
No, that's
okay-ish.
not doing too badly.
I still need to put air pumps in it too. But yeah,
But, well, yeah, you said you're not used to
and it
building
needs
on
fuel
time.
tanks. Yeah, I need to drop some fuel tanks in this real quick. Hold on.
No, go ahead, yeah, I mean, it's not like we can have to absolutely say you can't build anything, it's just, we are planning to do a quick tinker if we have time as well.
Yes.
But, yeah.
If you want to move on with someone else, will I do some quick configuration on this? I'd be completely fine with that.
Sure, do you want me to dock it back up?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Back here, wayward tank. Right, our next up is, I think it's Herstmeister's bottom crawler.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
What can you tell us about it?
very
Basically,
angry.
it uses
Looks very angry.
propellers to stay at the bottom of the ocean, or it can traverse on land. That's basically it. And it has missiles, as well as sonar decoys and radar decoys.
Okay.
And those missiles can be fired from the bottom of the ocean because they use secondary torpedo propellers.
So you kind of went with a more like a missile-based approach than I did.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you're
Yeah, I'm starting to wish I would have done that myself. Because putting the APS turret together, that probably took the majority of my time. And it really needs a lot of tweaking.
Speaking of, we forgot to mention you use a flak timed fuse in your APS.
Yes. But the turret doesn't really get a good rate of fire on it though, because it's only doing like maybe 20-ish RPM. So I think it really needs some work. Maybe condense it down to a single barrel, see if I can get a better fire rate out of it.
Unless that you've done something seriously on Tetris-wise, twin cannon will always offer better fire rate than single.
And speaking of your cannon, I just now noticed the right side cannon has 7mm less than the left side.
Really?
Yeah, it does actually.
That would explain why the fire rate's a little different on them.
Okay.
Oh no.
Herstmeister, is this a single-axis turret you've got fitted on top with your missile system?
Yes, this is a single-axis turret. The missiles use one turn to basically direct themselves straight to the target, and use torpedo propellers to get out of the water, and then a radar seeker takes over. Those smaller missiles are more agile against more smaller targets and have turning thrusters, as well as a radar seeker head, but no secondary torpedo propeller, because they make use of two ejector add-ons.
Seems like it's acting like a submarine, actually.
Yes, it's a submarine that can crawl on land, basically.
I think that meets the definition of amphibious that we set forth at the start, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
So it's an amphibious
it's a
sorry,
submarine.
I can't really call it amphibious submarine, can I? Because it's already...
Well, the thing is, amphibious means it functions on land. Most submarines can't function on land.
It's a submersible tank, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But it will stay at a depth where it can basically poke out its little camera to spot enemies, and then it will submerge underwater and launch radar buoys and sonar buoys.
That's like a German U-boat.
Well, he is German.
Scope out. Yeah.
That is a coincidence, purely coincidence.
He learned
Sure,
from his
sure.
heritage.
Coincidence.
I thought U-boats were a bit more slender and a lot longer than that thing. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yes, they were less
Yes.
chunky.
Less chunky. Okay.
That's a U-boat that's eaten a bit.
Yeah, but it's gained some new abilities with all that heft.
Mm.
Right, next up is, I believe it is yours, Onyx.
Oh joy. Okay, so I spent most of my time preventing it from doing backflips, so hence why the weaponry is very minimalistic, but it has a spotlight for functionality. But it has two tiny propellers at the back to get it to move. This was mainly going to be a land-based one that could move across the water rather than go on large voyages. So I've currently got it set up with... Currently it's using a complex controller because the AI was being a pain, so the tracks are on arrow keys. So it's essentially like you've got two separate controls, and then the propellers are standard, but essentially I'm going to show you what has been happening with the entire thing. So it'll go forward, and then it just...
That is a center of thrust issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be easily solved, be it with some pitch propellers in the ground.
Or you could just put some reverse
Yeah.
propellers on the front, which pull instead of pushing.
Yeah. But you can probably tell that I have not spent a lot of time in From the Depths for quite a while.
Mm.
Yeah, another thing I would do is raise the rubber ring up a bit.
Yeah, that was just when there was like 5 minutes left. I was just like, okay, how quickly can I try and solve this?
Boris likes the fact you've got a spotlight on yours, though. None of the others have that.
Thank you. Thank you. It's also on a 2-axis turret as well, so when I'm using the gun, it will spot it as well.
What are you doing?
I kind
Sorry,
of
I'm just
took
doing a
that
quick weapons
from-
test.
That's fine.
Yeah, I could see all these missiles. I was like, when did I put missiles on it?
And that cannon sounded a bit meatier than the quad you've got there. Question, why the quad instead of the octuple?
Generally, well, what I remember the last time I played was that the quad has, I think it's a bit more range. Yeah, it has 600 meters more range than the octuple.
That is true. Half
And
the damage
also
output,
the
though.
reload as well. Yeah, but it's also half the reload as well.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. I've
So
never really
my
looked at
thought
stats on
was,
those.
because this thing, if it actually worked right now, mine currently only costs 5,400 materials. So it's made
Master
to
Disaster
spam.
says they all look like toy tanks.
They are really small, yes. That's,
Yeah.
that's another reason, maybe, that your thing backflips so easy. These propellers are set to the maximum boost. So they're actually acting like they're 4 propellers rather than... 4 propellers to 1.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
did
would-
play around with that and turned it down to 1, but it was still doing it, so I've just been set it back to normal to try and get it to work as that, so it would have at least a bit of speed.
Yeah, it's just a bit too much
But-
speed for the actual shape and propellers to handle. That's the
Yeah.
only issue with it, really.
I just now noticed for propellers. I understand what you're trying to do, but they're rotating 90 degrees.
Yeah. Oh! There we go, so I need to change the yaw, not the pitch.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, that's the thing you mentioned about adjusting the
Right, let's see if this works.
I'm just checking out
Oh.
your engine down here.
If anything,
It
it
was
pitched
a very-
too
need to do
hard.
just
It's doing something.
a little, yeah.
Well,
might
it now
need
doesn't
to-
flip, so thank you. And now it rolls.
Well, it's not exactly fitted to be the most stable anti-aircraft vehicle, I must admit.
No, it looks like
I
one
mean,
of those aircraft vehicles that in World War II they tried to make fillable.
Yeah, it looks a lot like an early attempt at an amphibious tank.
It kind of, I don't know why, but looking at it, kind of reminds me of is it an LBTA?
The LBT series, they were longer and slimmer. Again.
Yeah.
Looks a bit
It
like
just,
one
I feel like I've taken kind of like an inspiration from it and turned it even worse.
Yeah, it also reminds me of an old ironclad Russian ship.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the other thing,
Ironclad, now with tracks.
and anti-aircraft gun.
Yes.
And spotlight.
Oh yeah, gotta
Very
remember the
important.
spotlight.
Spotlight is the most important thing.
Yeah.
As Heistmeister would say, safety first.
Yep.
Wait, what?
I mean, look what happened to the. Which battle am I thinking of? It was the one that involved the British surprising the Italians.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about. It's the
And
one that the was what the Japanese modeled the Pearl Harbor attack on, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that HMS Warspite took part in it.
I think we should probably move along, though.
Move on.
Yeah, a little
Yes.
bit. We were getting sidetracked
Okay.
just a tad.
Please.
Okay, alright. Next up is my thing. Just,
Is that what we're calling it, the thing?
I don't have a proper name for it, so...
Oh,
I
okay.
will say, I think this one looks the best, personally.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
very sleek. Boris actually is the only guy who voted in my chat, and he said he likes the slick one, but it looks fragile, and that is its main drawback, actually. I think out of all the ones here, it's probably got some of the least effective armoring. All told, it's got
To
like
be
one,
fair,
1 to 2 meters.
to be
of
fair,
Mine
you do
had
kind of go
spaced
with
armor.
a kind of a glass cannon theme.
I do tend to, yeah. This is
Yeah.
my original build style. I considered building something in my more recent style, but I wound up going shape metal instead.
Oh no, I run out of disk space to continue recording. Damn it.
You were
Been there,
recording?
done that.
Yeah.
Do you need a
I've
moment
been
to
recording
clear
the
your disk
entire
space?
What game can I quickly delete that I don't care about?
Well, did you need to delete a file or something, or? It's kind of bad that you've run out of disk
wait.
space.
Yeah, that. I've had that happen a couple of times. I've been having to use an external hard drive.
Yeah, I'm literally just thinking, what is it actually trying to save it though?
It's not where, it's how much is on the drive.
Ah, there we go. It's trying to save it to my smallest drive possible. Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's probably a bad idea.
if you quickly switch destination, you could send it to one of your other drives, couldn't you?
Yes. Let's put it onto my 2 terabyte hard drive instead of my 258 gigabyte SSD.
Well, let us know when you've got recording going again, and we'll pick it back up. Sorry for the slight delay here, folks. We're just trying to make sure that everyone who's trying to produce footage is able to produce footage of this. So.
Yep. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna play around with my tank.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at your cannon. I see you've tinkered the RPM a little bit.
Yes. I also went and messed with the synchronization to make sure that they're kind of offset just a little bit by maybe like a second and a half. Oops.
Oh,
Sabotage! Sabotage, you all saw it.
right. I am back. I now have another terabyte of space to record, so I don't think I'm going to run out anytime soon.
Damn it,
Okay,
what are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
pick this one back up.
What are you doing? I think I'm just gonna dock your vehicle back up, down if that's okay.
Yeah, if you would please, because I'm not entirely sure which one it's supposed to be.
Whoa!
God.
Oh, holy crap!
Good job, guys.
Wasn't me.
Oh, I am.
It
now
looks like mine's
upside
off
down.
to the horizon.
Okay,
And
then.
Oh, so hi, Ian. How you doing?
Hello. Well, mine's in the
Well-
water, I guess, so this is the mobility demonstration of mine, I suppose.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
My bad, guys.
So this thing is built as a... Oh, actually, one second. There was a quick comment from Boris which says, well, it can bounce shells. That's true. It's a lot more angled, so it can bounce some more shells reliably than you guys can, I think. It just doesn't have the raw armor behind that to really absorb the impacts. Also, it
So,
seems
for
to
some
be
weird
slightly off
reason, apparently I have phased inside the middle of my boat.
Is everyone looking at mine so I can continue, or should we just... Do we need to regather ourselves?
I'm just naming mine so I can know which one I'm turning off here. Okay. Sorry, go ahead,
I'm looking
Ian.
at yours.
Okay, right. Yeah, but this is like meant to be bare bones hovercraft style thing. That's why it's got that spindly appearance going on. It seems to have a slight balance issue going on at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like you
Yeah.
get better pitch control there.
Actually, I was adjusting some thrusters for lift, and I think that's what's doing it. It's a lot heavier towards the back
Oh,
than the
okay.
front.
Well, if it's like this, you might bounce more shells.
Debatable. But yeah, this thing is meant to be like high speed kind of thing, so that's why it went
So
as
it's
fast.
more
High
dodging
as
the shells than tanking them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's meant to be like faster, aggressive. For on land, it is actually rubber coated along the underside, so it can easily withstand hitting the ground. That's the intended purpose on that. So it's okay if it bumps its nose a little bit when it's off the water. It'll be okay with that. Where I kind of fell down with it though is its weapon systems. I was originally planning to put in like an APS or something, but I got distracted building a fairly hefty steam engine, actually. So this thing's got a heck of a power plant in it. More than it needs by a huge margin. And it's even got battery power, which it doesn't use, so yay me. But all it's got effectively is an anti-aircraft missile battery, which is pretty light, but it does fire delayed ignition volleys of small missiles, which are good tracking, some explosives, some EMP, so multi-purpose, pretty light, but it's going to be hard to avoid everything from it, so it'll hit a few times in its role. It's just not very powerful, actually. Yeah, that's his main issue, it's just not very powerful.
But if you could get it going fast enough, speed is armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Might be able to get some small custom jet engines to fit in that.
there's some space, but it's got the main jets.
Moving
But
out.
if I give it some
Moving out,
move
moving
orders-
How fast does it go?
If it was steady, it would be doing like 60. Right in its angled form, it's doing like 58 right now. So
59, 58, yeah.
yeah, well, this is a fully functional hover, but it does have a bit of a wide turning circle, though, as you can see. It tries, bless it. It tries. But yeah, it just circles it like a kilometer away and peppers whatever it's shooting at with missiles, and that's all it does. Well, that's to make pretty light trails behind it, like a Tron life cycle. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's mine. Unless anyone's got anything to say about that one, that leaves Lil Kari's as the last one. to
Yeah,
take
let's
a
see
look
what he
at.
came up with.
I kind of wish we still had that central platform. It made it a bit easier.
Yeah.
I know, I
Nah, it
feel
happens.
terrible
No,
about that.
vehicle collisions
I can
happen.
throw together one real quick.
Well, we're just on our
Only
last
take
one,
me a
so.
moment.
Listening.
Lil Kari, you said it's a hovercraft. It looks like it's operating more like a helicopter, though.
It actually is a hovercraft. because its main, lift is actually in the very center.
Yeah, but it's not staying close
Steady
to the
blade.
ground, though. It's...
I can change that in the,
Yeah, in the PID settings, you could change it.
Yeah, that was my concern about
Correct,
how
so.
high it's actually going. It's actually acting like an aircraft. Anyway, what else can you tell about it, though? It's looks like it runs mostly on steady blades, as you said.
yeah, it's mostly dead blades. The only thrusters are meant for turning and pitch.
Boris says this one looks nice too.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got some spin-blocked missiles here in the back. And
Yeah.
we went with kind of a combination of medium and small missiles.
Yeah, I'm using my, so I normally use it called Hell Riders. Well, Hellhounds, due to the fact they are very hard to avoid. That's the smaller ones. The bigger one, the medium ones on the top are the anti-air, and I have some anti-submarine capabilities in the front.
I think you might be the only one to actually carry some anti-submarine capability.
Yeah.
Even though we've literally got a submarine wandering around in the form of Hertzmeister's one.
Yes. But I have solar decoys, so
Yeah, you've at least got something to try and deter them. Lilkar is the only one that can actually attack them. So...
Well, mine's flipped over. Technically, my main gun, well, my only weapon, could physically hit them.
Anti-submarine weapon, yeah, true. I'm looking at your steam engine as well at the back here. Looks like you've gone with a more compact design than the one I wound up with.
Yeah.
Also, you've got a lot more AI from what I can see, and a lot of missiles.
Yeah, because the front one is actually controlling all the torpedoes.
So different weapon groups approach, which is always a good one to be taking.
I'm surprised you didn't make more use of the, I can't remember what the fuck I'm talking about now. I'm sorry. The wireless receivers. Looked like you used like a ton of the physical connectors here.
Yeah, the wireless receiver. I've decided to make the footprint of the wireless transmission as small as possible. And
Okay.
right now I've been trying to figure out how to fix my, unless it's in here. Shut there, behavior. Oh, yeah, that's the combat altitude on the AI. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it depends on the
yeah, that would
setting
do it.
that the AI. I'm guessing you've got 6-axis motion set for yours.
No, hover.
What did I do to mine then? I think I did set mine to that as well.
There we go. Now it's flying around the. God damn it! It's the day blades. A little too powerful.
Yeah, mine's set to hover, and it doesn't have a combat altitude. Combat altitude is something on the 6-axis one.
Are you using PID to control your altitude, Ian, or?
No, it's just integrated into the AI.
Okay.
The odd pitching is something unfortunately being generated by the lift on mine, so...
Yeah, there we go. Much better for height.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
I just realized I didn't have a Hearthstone in mind.
Yeah, I kind of bolted mine into the back of my boiler.
Okay, now I'm good.
Yeah, I think mine does need a pitch correction.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe get like a squeeze of AI PID in there.
It's already got one actually. It's actually
okay.
a problem with the distribution of weight versus the thrust for hovering. That said, though, I think that's
you
actually,
have. Hold on, Ian.
Yeah.
Your rear ion thruster, that's being blocked by a piece of rubber.
Which one?
The rear one.
Oh.
You see it? Yeah. If here, let me put something down so you can see it. Like right above that wood block that I just placed.
Oh!
Yeah.
Curse you, time constraints on building. Ah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Good catch.
So that might help you out a bit if you get that uncovered, and I think it might fix your pitch problem.
Yeah, that's a mildly important one there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
There you go. Let's see if that makes any difference for you.
Not really.
Not much.
What does that one even do? I think it's a pitch
No, I
thrust.
thought it might have been a pitching thruster, but it doesn't seem like it's
is.
firing up at all, is
It
it?
is actually. It's just the sheer weight because this one's back heavy.
Maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Yeah, I could probably take out the extra thrusters in the front for providing hover. But yeah, anyway, I kind of feel like this is like end of stream time. We actually spent like the last half hour talking through the 5 designs we've got so far, so we don't really have any tinkering time, do we?
Could we save that for next time, or what,
could
what are
save
we
it,
thinking
yeah.
of doing here?
Do it another time.
Yeah.
Or do it off
Yeah,
camera. or
okay.
something.
I mean,
Good tinkering time.
that's another it's another stream.
I was kind of hoping to do some combat testing, but I guess we don't have time for that.
We can bring some stuff in. I mean, there's one last thing to do, which is we need to collate the votes and declare which one is the bestest of the bestest. Or something. Is that a good way to say it?
Sure, why the hell not?
Alright. Last question. Is it just the watchers that have cast their votes, or do we each individually cast our votes as well for which one we like?
I don't know, we could just do like a quick straw poll.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to quickly set one up?
Yeah, just go to Google and put in a straw poll, and you can like generate one.
The problem is my laptop is dodgy as hell. So I'd have to tab out of the stream to do that. Where are you going to put it?
I'm just going to create a poll here.
Alright. Send me a link and I'll put it into my stream chat.
How do you spell amphibious?
AMPHIBIOUS.
And today's the 21st.
Oh, by the way, I just noticed that my tank apparently dodges allied ships by simply diving. Apparently the AI does that now.
I gotta tell you, that minimum block limit thing is actually kind of irritating.
Ah, shit. I fucked it up.
What do you do?
I fucked it up. I accidentally hit enter and it screwed it up. You guys can keep talking while I'm doing this. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, My design went quite differently to how I planned it in my head.
The design kind of fell within the general area.
General, almost. Essentially, what I was going to go for was essentially a flak barge that had basically 4 kind of pads on it that floated but then hovered, but then I remembered I don't know how to make something hover.
That's basically what I went with mine, to be honest. I mean, that's why it's got 4 pads spread out all over the place.
Have any of you ever
Guys,
played
built
War
my entire
Thunder?
ship around the central propeller.
If any of you have played War Thunder Naval and looked down the German tech tree, there's something called an SF-40, which is basically 2 boats strapped together that has flak guns on it, and that's what I
Alright.
envisioned.
I got the straw pulled together here. I'll put it in general voice chat for general, or text chat for general voice.
Oh, the good thing is
Yeah,
I've got a spotlight to light up the
I'll
winner.
grab it, do whatever you need to with it. And I'll go ahead and put it in my stream as well.
Right, I'll grab that for anyone on my stream. The stroll pole thingy will be there as soon as I find it. Where you put it?
I put it in text chat for general voice.
Just like to point this out, Ion. Your hovercraft costs more
Maybe I
than
didn't.
mine,
I'm sorry.
but I have a better.
No, you didn't.
But you have a
Yeah,
better
put it in the wrong
volume
place,
than
I'm sorry.
mine.
Mine costs more, but
Should be there now.
yeah, there
You
it
have
is.
a your hovercraft is in volume smaller, but costs more than mine.
Ion
Essentially-
engines.
I could have a few of mine for just any one of yours.
Thanks to whoever put in this platform in here.
No, that was me. Engines. Oh, you mean on the platform? To be honest, I slapped the platform together with lots of blocks because I didn't want it to auto-delete itself again. So, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause
How
I
did
already-
it get tilted like that? I don't think I've ever seen it do that with a fortress thruster before.
I happened to use mine as a base, and that seems to have done it. Because mine was tilted.
Okay,
Ah.
maybe it's just multiplayer shenanigans, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
At least I got all 5 together, so yeah.
Yeah.
Straw poll has been set. I think, in my opinion, I will go to the straw poly pole. And
Those are really handy.
I noticed you
And you
had
can
caps
just throw them
lock
together
active
really
while you typed
fast.
all that in.
What's up?
Mine is lowercase and then capital mark 3.
Sorry, I was trying to get it up as fast as I could.
No, that's fine. I mean, I just cast my vote on there.
Okay.
I've got a spotlight to light up the winner, unless it's me, and then I can't light myself up.
You shall illuminate yourself, yes. But yeah, how do we feel about how all this has gone, though, gents? I figure that's something we can ramble on about until we finish up the stream.
I think it's gone quite well. I mean, obviously,
Same here.
it's helped me get back into From the Depths, and now I've generally got a better idea of I need to make better floating things.
To be fair, it's not something you really did much before, though, is it?
I'm only seeing
mean-
one vote so far, guys. Be sure to keep them coming.
And that includes the
I mean,
guys
I
in,
did
the
ships,
thing,
but
in the stream.
I've never made anything this small before.
Yeah, that could be challenging for.
I think
A
the
first
smallest
time.
one that I made was 5k volume and cost 25,000 resources, and that was just a boat, but adding in the amphibious capabilities was challenging because I've never done anything that was like a tank or anything.
My smallest ship ever is only 530 blocks and costs 8,904 materials.
I think my smallest ever was like 40 blocks. Or something like that.
This current one is 329 blocks.
To be honest, my goal in this has been achieved, because what I remember that this is the format that I've been suggesting for quite a while, if you would recall that.
Yeah.
And that is just that we did what I set out. We had a stated objective, and we have wound up with very different vehicles trying to achieve that objective.
Yeah.
That we have.
Yeah.
Right now, Lilakari's leading with 2 votes.
Mine says he's got 3.
Yeah, he's in the lead by 2 votes.
Oh. I think flat out Little Kari, you may have. I think is yours the second bulkiest or the bulkiest one?
His comes out to be. Hold on.
2,600. 2,600 on.
Yeah, Dama's is the bulkiest, but that's because he's used his standards for tank construction and then made it float, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty
Mine's-
much.
Actually, Hermeister's is bulkier than yours as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Out of the 2 hovercrafts, I'm the bulkier one.
Yeah, but you're not as bulky as the tanks, it turns out. Well, the
Yeah.
heavy tanks, I should say. But got to remember, Dama and Hermeister, they have been playing their co-op, Ashes of the Empire, so they're used to building big, powerful tanks.
Yes.
I
Which
am
reminds
the
me, I need to
relative
get back to my
newcomer.
tutorial
yeah.
at some point. Anyway,
Yeah, I think that's been like 10 minutes ish. So anyone who's
let me refresh the screen again.
Is there any votes cast in your voice chats, Devin? Sorry, your text chat?
I thought I put it there.
No, I
Pretty
mean,
sure
were
I
there
did.
any cast by people
Yes, I
saying
did.
it in there, not by the straw pod?
Yeah, I don't think any of the people in my chat here are voting.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I
But
think
in-
it's not
in any
everyone
case,
here
I-
is voted either.
Lilakari seems to be in the lead for that, so.
Yeah, is everyone here voted?
Yeah, I think so.
Hertzmeister has. Lil Kari, did you vote?
Yes.
Onyx, did you vote?
No, because I completely forgot.
Dama, did you vote?
Yes, I already voted. I was actually the first one to do so.
So the 4 votes are actually from 4 of us 5 players,
Probably.
which means that I think we need to add a vote from Borisa in my chat.
Yeah, that
Which-
might be useful.
Well, not really. It's not changed how things have been going so far. It's 1 from mine, just because of how it looks, more than anything else. So thank you, though, boys. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, we did come up with some very different craft here. I think me and Heitzmeisters are pretty much the only one that seem to resemble each other.
You two have been playing
Vaguely.
together for quite some time, though, as I said, on this kind
That
of
is
vehicle.
true.
Well, close enough to this kind. Onyx,
Apparently, random user Mayo wants to vote for the Chonka hover.
what?
The Chunka hover.
Yeah.
I just put a link in the voice chat there for you guys. I'll go ahead and post it again.
Chonka Hover.
Apparently, mine?
The chunky hover, I believe that's probably Lilakari's
Lilakari's,
because he's
yeah.
got the biggest hover
Yeah,
here, I think.
that's fair.
So I'm
that's fair.
assuming that's the one they're talking about.
Probably. I'm not going to hide it. I voted for Little Kari's actually myself. So.
I voted for you.
Thank you. Boris gave me a thumbs up, so thank you for that, Boris. What's the general consensus though is we all prefer the versatility of Little Kari's design.
For some reason, the link's not posting in my chat.
In your, in your.
That's what they're telling me.
In your YouTube chat,
Yeah.
you should be able to post it. I mean, you are the host.
I thought so.
Have you refreshed the page?
Hold
and
on,
tried again?
let me check.
Oh dear.
Because this is driving me kind of crazy.
Well, I think straw poll isn't showing that Onyx is voted either. It's still showing just 4 votes.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what the
shall
hell's going
go
on
and
with
pull
it.
it up.
So you still
Nope,
haven't voted
nope.
Onyx?
Nope, where am I going? Straw poll.
Yeah, there's a link in the text for voice chat.
Just now noticed that half of my missiles weren't set properly.
I posted the straw poll link like 4 or 5 times now, and no one's seeing it in my chat, I guess. I don't know how I can get it to stop doing that.
Can I post chats?
You could try.
See, Damadoc currently live.
There we go,
Beware,
I've now
Dama's
voted
chat.
you.
I have come to invade you, or something.
Right, my vote's in.
Did you see that pop up, Dama?
Hold on. No, it did not.
Mayo. Oh,
Well,
random
this is
user
kind of
vote.
annoying.
Not even on the Discord. Okay. Well, folks, seems like we're having a bit of an issue trying to do a quick straw poll, so I guess we can just have to ask people in Dama's chat to say which design you favour right now, and then
Okay.
that'll be your vote. Because it is high time we were wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, you're probably right. Anyways, guys, yeah, what do you have any favorites?
Same goes for anyone that's lurking in my chat. And to be honest, this is kind of like a little bit what I was a bit hesitant about in making it like a full competition. We can't dictate when and how chat will do something.
Yeah.
So we are at
To
the
be honest,
whim
I
of
kind
our
of
audience.
like.
Honky says he voted for Lilikaris.
Okay, there's another Phil Curry.
Yeah, that's the only one I see so far. Mayo, who would you like? Okay, random user Mayo says he likes Lilikaris as well.
And
Sounds like
Daniel
we have a
votes
winner.
Lilikaris as well.
Mhm.
I
Lilikaris,
think we have a winner.
yeah, I think it's pretty
Yeah.
dark clear at this point. Because Straw Poll is counting 2 votes for mine, 4 votes for Lilkari. And Dama, your chat has just granted another 4 votes for Lilkari.
Mm-hmm.
He's won by a landslide.
Yep. Guess what, Lilkari? Your vehicle is the one that the watchers like the most. And Boris is saying, why
Very
not make a
nice.
free-for-all and see which one is the last standing?
You mean have them fight each other, or just keep
Yeah,
spawning an
yeah.
aircraft?
I think just a
That's
free-for-all.
unfair on mine.
Yeah,
So we
just a
keep
free-for-all.
spawning aircraft?
No, like free-for-all, our vehicles against each other, I think is the idea there.
But none of them are built to take out themselves.
They do
I
have
mean,
weapons that will work against each
Mhm.
other, so it could be done.
Maybe.
How long would it take to set up, though?
If only lights could blind the sensors on yours, then I'd win.
Quite possibly.
Not even sure what to call mine. I'll just save it as AA Escort then. To be named later.
I mean, I guess we could just like delete everything and just have everyone spawn theirs in under a different team.
Yeah, that would do
Yeah.
it.
It'll only take a few moments.
Yeah, we can try that. Has everyone got their design saved?
Yep, I've just done it.
No, not yet.
I noticed that Onyx Rebellion is being extremely aggressive now with his bright red light.
The AI has turned evil.
Okay, so everyone just delete theirs at once, or
I'd say well, first confirm has everyone got theirs saved.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, mine's good to go. Okay, just restart the designer, Dama.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. Okay. We lost a few people.
Yeah, come back in, guys. Come back in.
I was just wondering why I got kicked at main menu.
Sorry.
It rolled back to lobby. Okay, Onyx is the Scarlet Dawn.
I just lost the connection.
Yeah, come back in.
How the hell did that happen?
Look,
I'll go start Scarlet Dawn since I've got a red light on now.
Oh, okay. How do you change that?
Preference. Alright, I'll change to the Great Talons, Ion.
sorry, I didn't. I think we both selected Steel Striders at the same time.
I actually like the Steel Striders as a faction.
It's the part that says no preference, Dammer. There we go.
Okay.
Wait. I shall take the edgy ones.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Do we all have to trigger give resources?
I don't know, do we?
I don't know.
Mine's not going to have enough. I just had a thought, mine's not going to have enough resources, and I just thought, mine's not going to last long enough to run out of resources.
Damn, it seems your chat is very
Only way to
behind
find out.
this, actually. It's calling it a
Yeah.
King of the Hill match.
Oh, okay. Are we ready to start then?
Yeah, load it in.
Okay.
I feel like I should have gone to the Onyx Watch just because of my name.
I just grabbed one that no one else had, so yeah.
I feel like I missed a trick.
Yeah, I'm just going to go out.
Well, I think Heitzmeister is probably going to win this.
He does have
That
a
should
bit
be
potent
spawn
of
him.
water. Are we ready to already hit spawn?
Oh,
Yes.
one sec.
I'm good.
Right,
I'm good.
I am ready.
Ready?
I am not yet ready.
Okay.
Honk
Alright.
Okay, I'm ready.
Honk says the cyberpunk theme is beginning to play.
All right.
Oh. I've got a very bad feeling about this, mainly because I have to sit in mine.
Oh, I'm getting attacked by a lot of missiles. Oops. That wasn't important. I think Dam is the one attacking me.
Yep. You're getting some flack. Quite literally.
And, right, I'm stranded here now. I have lost all of my propulsion.
Same here. I'm trying to figure out why my missiles aren't firing.
Dam is just sitting there. With Hurstmeister right next to him, they're both ignoring each other. Oh no, Hurstmeister's looking at Dam.
Okay, and I also have no materials whatsoever.
Mine's
And now I'm
ditched.
fletching Heitzmeister.
Yeah, mine's
So mine's actually lasted longer than I thought.
Kick
You're
his
shooting down my missiles.
off. That's hilarious.
I've just found Lil Kari. He's very much in the drink.
Yeah.
What happened to yours?
I think a couple of missiles hit it and knocked out the main AI, which is responsible for all the movement. And I have no repair bots on this.
Well, we were planning to do some tinkering time, but at the end we didn't. Mine ate a couple of volleys of
thankfully-
missiles, and then got peppered with flak shells for a while. So that's what killed mine.
But the one main AI The front AI apparently is still alive.
Is anyone actually on or in their craft right now?
No.
I'm in
Currently
mine.
in it.
Well, technically, I'm on mine. Yeah.
You've not got auto repair on, have you?
Nope.
Yeah, I think some of us might have auto repair on.
I think credit's where it's due, Onyx. Yours is the only one that's not been damaged yet.
I don't think it has an AI though, does it?
It did. Hang on. 1 sec. How do I take... I took a couple of missiles, so hang on. How do I turn auto repair off?
It's F7.
F7. Alright, there we go.
So was it on?
Right. Yes, it was. Now I'm gonna die.
Well, that's why I stayed on the platform anyway. So yeah, basically the more fragile designs got knocked out immediately, and now it's just like the heavily armoured and durable ones with Hertzmeister and Dammer that are duking it out.
And mine in the background.
Yeah, but I think that's just because they haven't noticed you though, Onyx, if I'm going to be honest.
I'm
Yeah,
staying
there's
far
no AI
away.
either. They're not even gonna bother.
Are you doing manual control on yours?
Yep.
But I have no way of shooting Heitzmeister because I have no submarine capability.
Hertzmeister's turret was exposed, and as long as you could track his,
Briefly.
you could do it, but you don't have underwater tracking though, do you?
All I have is wireless snoopers.
That's something that could track it,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be accurate though.
I don't think my amphibious tank is even aiming for it.
It is. Your turret is pointing straight at him. It just can't depress.
But it's not
far
firing.
enough. I think that's-
Yeah, that makes sense.
and that, and it's badly damaged. Okay, so in a direct.
This is why I tell people to put torpedoes on like everything.
Yeah, direct combat against each other. It seems like Hertzmeister's got the most powerful direct combat vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least against the opponents it's been faced up against.
I'm surprised.
I'm not. It's just flat out the advantage. You've got a submarine.
Mhm.
No
So
one
which
else is able
vehicles
to
are
really
still
do
alive?
anything about it.
Pretty much.
Oh, and it's also attacking Onyx. And the central...
no.
small
And there
craft.
goes the platform.
Nope.
You got,
I don't want to die.
you got a big
Onyx
torpedo volley heading your way.
looks like he's shooting at me.
He
I'm
says,
Why
still
won't
taking
this thing
torpedoes
reload
from
faster?
Heitzmeister.
There's nothing you can do about that.
I'm just waiting for a single salvo to just come and
Well,
kill
the
me.
torpedo volley just went straight past you, actually. Actually, you're so small, it looks like Hertzmeister's struggling to get a good lock on you with his weapons.
That and the outside of his
Yeah,
is made
it
completely
seems
of
so.
alloy, so yeah,
There
that's
goes-
not gonna pick up
Heitzmeister.
on
Oh,
alloy.
there goes one.
Yep, there go a
Hope he
couple
finally caught
torpedoes right to the side.
Ow! That hurt.
Mostly exterior armor damage, it looks like. But yep, now more stuff is starting to catch up.
Oh, I did have an AI.
Oh, did
Well,
you now?
te-
Okay.
I don't anymore. But I also don't have propulsions. Oh wait, I do, but you took out my engine.
Yeah,
You don't mind if I
So-
load something else in real quick?
Sure. What are you going to load in?
My original amphibious tank.
Sure.
Thought you guys might want to have a look.
This is the one that your project was based on.
Yes.
I don't like how those missiles seem like they're coming straight for me. Oh, no they're not. It's all good.
It's got like a 300mm Hesh cannon. Decent fire rate.
Everyone
I
is.
think I'm...
You're saying that they underestimated Hertzmeister's tank, and the submarine tank is the strat to go for in this case against these enemies.
Yeah.
Though, actually, for people watching in Dammer's stream, I would repeat that a big part of that is the fact that none of the opponents for Hertzmeister's tank actually have anti-submarine capability.
Looks like I'm having some stability issues.
I think you're getting peppered. Oh wow. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Alright.
I like
Also,
how I'm still alive.
Damn, someone is also suggesting that you use HE in your shell rather than black.
I might try switching over to that. It just it was really just something I kind of threw together. So yeah.
I think.
Well, I
that's
have
a good
now
time to
got
call
my
it.
my anti-submarine capability because I'm upside down.
I'm not sure that counts. Mainly because you can't actually target a submarine without someone else giving you targeting data.
Yeah.
So are we at a point where we feel comfortable with calling it?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
in a no-holds-barred slugging match against each other, Herzmeister's anti-aircraft tech is able to
Yeah.
kill all the other ones with impunity, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending if my AI was set up, because if it was just purely controlled by me and I took out the AI, question is, would he be able to still target me?
It would still count as a hostile vehicle, so I'm guessing yes.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Damn.
guys. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up things on my end here.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hope you
wrap
guys
mine up
enjoy the
soon.
show.
It's been very fun.
Yeah, and feel free to drop us feedback in the comments if you're so
Absolutely.
inclined about how the format went. I mean, sure, it's got some holes in it, but I'm satisfied with how it
We're
went.
experimenting.
I think it's a nice format, honestly, and quite an instructive one. I just wish we'd had
I like it.
tinkering time afterwards.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
we'll learn to budget for that next time.
I mean, what we could always do is we could always have another one, get some feedback, and then tinker in another stream.
True.
I'm also trying to figure out why my missiles weren't firing. There's the top mountain ones.
Mine were firing, but I never actually followed my arcs, so I don't know who they went after. Herzmeister's tank actually took some damage.
Yes, my oblique armor has been fallen off. My engine has been slightly damaged.
Something hit it. Not sure what. Might have been one of your own missiles, honestly. All I can tell.
Well, last time I checked, I do have IFF add-ons installed everywhere.
That'd be cheeky.
Unless it
and
got
spawn this
damaged.
in.
If an IFF got damaged, then they would target yourself.
Go, my pretty. Kill
I
the
just-
unbeliever.
I
I've
got
apparently
booted
just
to the main
left.
menu.
Yep.
Did you guys get kicked out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
we probably
still
gonna
in
wrap
here.
it up anyway.
Yep. Right, it's been fun, guys.
Yeah, glad you could come.
Thank you for watching,
Yeah.
everyone. We're,
Yes.
I'm glad I could get back into From the Depths.
we're going to try and build some more abominations of science in the future.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, well, y'all take care and keep your hammer high. Later.
Later.
Bye.
The funny thing is, the Heartstone was still alive. But the AI's gone.